Hello, I'm Gene Williams, along with Alan Lyle, and welcome to another edition of Integrity Talks.
One thing that I don't mind hearing from, let's say, my favorite college football team or the military, failure is not an option. For the rest of us, though, not only is it an option, it is inevitable.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You know, it's funny you say that. Around here, we like to empower our team. Empowered teams win. And I don't mind if my team runs into the drywall and makes a hole. And we can repair the drywall.
That's right. That's right.
But what we obviously want to protect from is them driving a bulldozer through the wall and tearing the foundation of our organization up, right? So, but I want to empower our team to be able to make a few mistakes. I don't want them following the rules so strictly that they upset a customer, for instance.
And it's going to happen.
It is going to happen, yes.
And failure actually is important because, number one, we learn from our mistakes.
We learn from it, absolutely, yes.
Let's look at it this way. Now, I'm not going to tell you how old I am. I'm a little older than Gene. And I still fail.
Yes.
It's not just something for young people.
No, it's not. It reminds me of a story of even Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders didn't
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
He did not start Kentucky Fried Chicken until he was 65.
Oh, wow.
So, even us older folks, I'm not that much younger than you, Alan. Even us older folks, still bring value to society. So.
And the thing is, Harlan Sanders failed several times.
Oh, yeah.
Before he even, when he was young, he was cooking. And he started putting away that recipe, that secret recipe.
Yes.
But to fail, what all did he do? I heard he sold tires, insurance.
Several jobs.
He managed a hotel, and everything just failed miserably.
Yes.
And look at where KFC is now.
Absolutely. It's amazing.
Now, failure will breed experience. And in my mind, experience makes you a better teacher and mentor.
It does. That reminds me of a story of one of Jack Welch's executives that I heard made several $million mistake, and when he got called on the carpet to Jack Welch's office, Jack Welch, of course, explained where he went wrong, and this executive was expecting to be fired and was surprised that he wasn't. And Jack Welch's response is, "Well, I just spent millions of dollars training you. Why would I fire you?
Why would I fire you?
Why would I fire you?" So, what a great mentor that made Jack. And there's so many other stories like that about Jack. So.
Now you are a big list maker.
I am.
I make them on occasion, not as often as I should, I think. However, I've never written this down, and I got to ask: have you ever written this down? Today, I'm going to fail at fill in the blank.
No.
You don't plan it.
No, sir. No, sir. In our industry, we're very analytical driven. We collect a lot of data, don't we? You know that I pore over that data every morning professionally. We look at milestones. We look at closure rates.
Right.
Same way in my personal life, I have to journal. I need to diary things because the data doesn't lie. Whether it be my workouts, my runs, my prayer life, even something new, a new hobby that I've picked up as you and I have talked about, some hydroponic vegetables that I'm growing. If I use too much nutrient solution, well, why is that vegetable showing deficiencies? Well, I'm not going to know that if I don't collect that data. So I do a lot of journaling, and I do make a lot of lists, but I don't ever put that I'm going to plan to fail today on my list. No.
But expect it. I will tell you that. Expect it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
I always say too. It's. I liken it to a prize fighter because it teaches you how to take a punch, and you hear it all the time. Life's hard. Wear a helmet. You've got to learn to take a punch. And that's what.
So let me ask you this. I know from speaking to you and your background in construction and remodeling that you like to work with wood.
I do.
So what is one of the ways that you plan not to fail whenever you start a wood project if you're about to cut
If I'm about to cut, well, the old adage, measure twice, cut once.
Absolutely. That's one of my notes.
Oh, is it?
Yes. One of the very first things when you show up on a construction site working with wood.
Right.
One of the very first things they tell you. That's what my papa, my grandfather taught me. Is, boy, measure that piece of wood twice before you cut it.
And I can't even tell you how many times. For me, starting out young, and again, it's not just for the youth, everyone fails, but when I was young, I did actually do that probably 2 to 3 times before it finally sunk in, measure twice, measure twice.
Yes.
To this day, I do.
You know, my dad was a sign painter, and he was trying to teach me that art, and he was very fast at it. So when I would try to mimic his moves, I was sloppy, and I would have to start over. And the saying that he told me was, slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. And it relates so well to everything in our industry. If you'll just slow down and do it right the first time, you won't have to go back and redo it.
That's true.
So slow is smooth, smooth is fast.
Smooth is fast. I like that.
Yeah.
Another thing that we want to just kind of drive in and is the point that we're making. Failure, it will happen. You can learn from it. And it's not the fact that you're going to fail, it's not the fact that you're going to fall down. Look at every kid that starts to walk. They're going to fall down dozens and dozens of times. The trick, though, is making sure you get back up.
That's right. Well, hey, thanks for joining us. We appreciate everybody's feedback on all of our integrity talks. Again, this is Alan Lyle, and I'm Gene Williams, and we'll see you next time.